Hello there YouTube, Devin here again, and today I have a canteen video for you, and that is on the life of the British pattern 44 style canteen. Now these two are British and that one is actually Danish, the plastic one on the right, but they're all basically the same except for some manufacturer marks. So I have a Mark 1, a Mark 2, and kind of a later plastic one. There could have been some other iterations in there and stuff like that. But this canteen was used basically from 1944 up until today, actually. The Danish still use the pattern 44 style canteen. Some countries still use it. But it entered service in 1944 with the British Army, and it was kind of their take on the US M1910 style canteen. And this was a major upgrade in replacing the pattern 37 style water bottle, the big kind of flask-shaped tin enameled water bottle, with this here aluminum one. This was a huge upgrade. This one you can tell is a pattern 1 very simply because it has the aluminum cap. Now the aluminum caps were only made for about a year, a little over a year, because they had some issues with the fact that they were kind of a pain to put on. They wouldn't really go on very easy as far as that goes. They would kind of not line up right away with the threads, especially if they were dented or anything like that. And they tended to, with how metal works, it contracts in the cold, and the tops were freezing onto the water bottles. But the aluminum capped ones is how the easiest way to tell the pattern ones from the rest of them. And unlike the US 1910 style canteens, as you can see, there isn't a cork or a rubber stopper here at the top. It was a rubber ring that was put around the base of the threads. This one is in pretty good condition, as you can see, for being quite old. I was actually really happy to get this, and it's wet because I just received this actually and got done cleaning it. I took the toothbrush to it with some baking soda and some Dawn dish soap, and it's only got one basically just storage wear except for this one dent, but that's all right. I could pound that out if I really wanted to. I could get in there and with my spreaders and just kind of pop that right back out, but I'm probably not going to do that because that's part of the character of this canteen. Now, as you can see, this thing's very loud and kind of annoying to put on, and that was one of the problems with the aluminum caps, as well as the aluminum caps were just kind of a little more expensive to deal with, and just by the nature of metal. So after about a year and a half, so 1945, 1946, they switched to this style, which is the same in every way. Same, kind of chain, same rubber O-ring around the base of the threads, same canteen basically over and over, except now this one has a plastic cap. It's like a Bakelite type cap, and the only problem I have with the Bakelite cap ones is I feel like this would break off easy if you dropped it or you bumped it too hard or something like that. But as long as you're carrying it in the pouch and using it the way it's supposed to be used and not like throwing it, or don't be clumsy basically, you shouldn't have any problems with breaking this. This cap is strong. It's a really hard plastic. It's kind of a Bakelite style early plastic, and it works quite well. Now I tend to like the pattern 44 canteen style over the US M1910 style canteen for one reason. It's very interchangeable with a lot of the 1910 style parts. Some of the cups will fit around these. The later like stainless steel US cups will fit around these, just not as nice. And these will fit in the later US nylon type 1910 pouches. These won't fit in the early ones though, like the canvas World War II ones and the Korean War ones. They're just a bit too tall for that. But they will work in the later ones, and you can put ice in them because there's a lot wider mouth. They're a lot easier to clean and everything like that than the US 1910 style canteens. These are still in use today with a lot of armies actually. Denmark still actually uses a 44 pattern style canteen, which this is right here. This one is made in Denmark. Sorry there, that's upside down. As you can see, this is the Danish pattern one. This is also a Danish cup. So this is a pattern 44 style cup, and as you can see, it's pretty similar to a US 1910 style cup. It's aluminum. These are all made out of aluminum except for this one, which is made out of polyethylene. And this one is really no different other than now it's plastic, and they went from a chain to a plastic keeper, kind of like on the US polyethylene style canteens, a very wide polyethylene keeper, and the cap got just a little bit deeper is all. So they put an extra layer of threads around the mouth of the water bottle is all, and they flared the rim a little bit more on the plastic ones compared to the older aluminum ones. But I really like this style of canteen, and it was used for a very long time with a lot of countries. The pattern 44 style canteen was used in Britain basically up until probably the 60s, when it was fully phased out by the pattern 58 style canteen, which is plastic. And the pattern 58 style canteen is based off of the pattern 44 style. They just kind of upgraded it a little bit, and it's worked well ever since, because they still use it, and it was now adopted by NATO. So this actually got a wider expanse of use than the 1910 canteen, and it's not really well known here in North America. You guys over in Europe, my European subscribers and my Asian subscribers, probably see this way more than the 1910 style canteen, and now you guys probably, can get a lot of US style surplus too over there, just because the US has made a fuck ton of everything, and they exported a fuck ton of everything to basically anyone who wanted it. Especially when they have an older gen of stuff like the canteens that they don't really issue anymore. It's a lot of Camelbacks and other small stuff. They don't really issue canteens anymore. They ship that stuff all over the globe, so they're cheap everywhere. But these don't really make it to North America here, so they're kind of harder to find. So, and you guys are probably more familiar with this, my European and Asian subscribers, with this style of canteen than the 1910 style canteen. But hopefully you like this video and you subscribe if you like this sort of thing. I hope I did a good basis here of this canteen. I'm super happy to have one of these because I love canteens. I love canteens almost as much as I love helmets. So, but thank you so much for watching. Sorry it's been so long since there's been a video. I'm just super busy with work and stuff like that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.